Cutting your parents off isn't an easy decision to make. It's never something you want to do. It's usually a last resort thing. I had to cut both of my parents off. It was never an easy thing to do. The first time I had to cut my dad off, it was a little bit forced because I was a minor at the time. I was only 14. And I didn't know what was going on. So what happened was my mom told me and my younger brother to gather our clothes and our favorite things. Then later on that night, she told us what was going on and that we were fleeing the state to go to our home state. Of course, 14-year-old me trying to process everything, it was pretty hard to. Me getting upset and crying because my dad is not who I thought he was. We did had to couch surf at a couple of my mom's friends' places before we eventually went to a domestic violence shelter. Since this was the height of COVID or peak of COVID, the shelter put us in a hotel for I think a couple of months before we eventually got an apartment. When I was 16 turning 17, we did get a house at this time. Fast forward to when I was 18, I was starting to realize how fucked up my mom was and that she was no better than my dad. Whenever I would hang out with friends, my mom would call me just to yell at me about whatever's going on in the house and how she has to deal with it. When I was 19, I heard my mom talk about me to an Xbox party. She was talking about how as soon as I turned 18, I brought a bunch of guys over to have sex or whatever. Of course, that wasn't true, and my mom would often exaggerate things to say to her Xbox friends to impress them or to make her life more interesting. When I started dating my current boyfriend, my mom didn't really seem happy for me. She also saw him as a way for her to get stuff because she refused to drive, she refused to get a job or anything like that, doing stuff for herself. She also told me I can't move out until I'm 21 because she had me on SSI and she wanted to use my SSI check to pay for the bills and other things for the house, and she also had a voucher. I got fed up and finally cut her off when she was getting all pissy because my boyfriend told her no when she asked him to get her cigarettes for her. Now I'm 20 years old. I moved out of my mom's place and I haven't regretted ever since. I hope you enjoyed my video, and if you could relate, feel free to comment down. See you in the next video. Peace.